Hi, we are still looking at decimal number lines. This time we are labeling lines. So the line is already made for us and we are asked to label it. First thing you have to do, because it's already labeled with all the lines already on it, we have to figure out the size of the divisions on the line. We won't always have tenths perfectly laid out for us. In this case we do, but in my second and third example, we'll look at examples that don't have tenths exactly. So you need to figure out the size of this line, or in other words, what are we counting by if we start at the beginning and move up one division at a time? What are we counting by? So for this first example, we have 3 holes, 7, 8, and 9. 3 holes are 3 ones. Now to get between 1 and another 1, or between 7 and 8, how many divisions do I have? I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 divisions. We know that between our ones there are 10 tenths. And if I have 10 divisions here, we know that that means they have to be tenths. So I'll mark the first division as a 1 to indicate that these divisions are all tenths. Okay, knowing that, I can go ahead and find out my A and my B. I'll start at 7 and count by tenths. 7 and 1/10, 7 and 2/10, 7 and 3/10, 7 and 4/10, 7 and 5/10. Okay, for B, I'll do the same thing, but starting at 8. 8 and 1/10, 8 and 2/10. So B is 8 and 2/10. Okay, so this is a standard example where between our ones we have tenths. Here's a bit of a more challenging example. Again, I have 3 different holes or ones. Got 2, 3, and 4. But this time, between the ones, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions between the ones. So how big is each division? What's the size of this division? I want to know the size of that division there. To do that, I'm going to do a division. I divide a 1 divided by how many divisions between each hole? Let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 divided by 4 gives me 0.25. So that is the size of my divisions. 25 hundredths. Okay, now this time I have the numbers written down here, which means I have to label the line up here. So let's look at our first number, 3 and 25 hundredths. How can we do that? I'm going to start at my 3, and just like we did up here, I'm going to count by this division. So 3, if each one's 25 hundredths, this first one here is going to be my 3 and 25 hundredths. So that one was pretty easy. So this is A. B is a little tougher because I have 75 hundredths here in my number that I'm trying to put on the line. I'm going to start at 2. I'm going to count by 25 hundredths. So this is the same as just counting by 25 or adding 25 each time. If you need a calculator to help you add, go for it. So I've got 2, 2 and 25 hundredths. I'm going to add 25 hundredths again, so this will be 2 and 50 hundredths. Add another 25 hundredths, so this will be 2 and 75 hundredths. Okay, that is our letter B, so I can mark B right there. So that's your B. If you needed to use a calculator, it would have looked like this. 2 plus 25 hundredths plus, so let's say equals, 2 plus 25 hundredths equals 2 and 25 hundredths. Let's add another 25 hundredths. Now I'm at 2 and 5 tenths. Add another 25 hundredths. Now I'm at 2 and 75 hundredths, which is what I wanted. And that was 3 additions. So I move up 3 additions. There we